All right, so today we are gonna do something a little different. It is nighttime over here. I'm sure you can tell by the title of the video, but it is nighttime. The kids are all in bed. Sean is sleeping, I believe. The other two kids are in bed, but not really asleep. But we are going to clean. We are going to do a full-on tidy clean of this house because I'm about to show you the state of chaos, disaster that my house is. Now I want to preface this by saying that normally my house does not look like this at the end of the night, okay? Normally Joe and I have been working really hard to have the kids help clean up after themselves before we all go up to bed, before we all go upstairs and do like the bath time routine and bedtime routine. Joe and I are usually like cleaning up the kitchen before bedtime and stuff, but today I am by myself, okay? Today I'm by myself. It's been a really long day and Joe had a meeting at church that he was leading, so it was just like he got home from work, he really couldn't help me with anything. I was still with the kids and then he left and then I was solo for bath time and bedtime for all of the kids. So I decided, you know what? Instead of like spending an hour of my life trying to direct everyone to clean up all their stuff and instead of just, you know, trying to keep Sean entertained while I clean, I decided that I would take this opportunity to wait till everyone was like asleep, everyone was in bed, and then clean up in peace. Just me and you guys, and then it'll be like a nice way for me to show you what a like house that's been lived in all day looks like. We actually weren't even home most of the day. We went on a little like nature hike with the nature co-op this morning. But anyway, we'll chat about that, but if you're in the mood to just like tidy, clean up, do a kitchen reset, if you're watching this and it's the end of the day, maybe you can clean up alongside me. But let me just show you the state of the house. So starting with like the entrance to my house, like this is what everything looks like. There's toys, there's all sorts of things that we will get into. Sean was out like playing with his toys. I didn't even bother putting away his blocks. There's stuff on the couch still. Riley was doing some art, so that's out. They were building a cage. There's stuff literally everywhere, you guys. So just to give you a real life look, Barbies, baby under there, baby not attended. Riley is not a good mother at the moment. I think for the most part, they cleared some of their dinner, but there's still stuff everywhere. Everywhere I look in this house, this is what it looks like. This, I believe, was from lunch, this peanut butter sandwich, homeschool stuff. If you guys are new here, we homeschool, so the kids are always here. And this table, this dining room table, this is like our homeschool table, but also like we have to eat here. So I do my best to try to, as we go working on stuff, like move it. But today, again, like this has just been thrown all over the place. We have Barbie stuff. This is Riley's bin of Barbies that should have gone upstairs tonight and didn't. More toys on the floor. And then the entire kitchen is full of things. Like this was some donuts that we made earlier today. Pan from breakfast. We've got all sorts of things. I did wash a little bit while I was baking, but a whole sink full of dishes. So yeah, at the moment, that is what my house is looking like. But honestly, like as crazy as it sounds, like yes, it's like a lot of stuff, but this is nice to just like be able to come downstairs and decompress and clean. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm trying to finish a Bible study that I've been doing, and I think I'm just gonna have it playing in my ear, and then that way I can kind of like start and like stop it as I go, because I'm still gonna be chatting with you guys while I clean. But that's what I'm gonna listen to. It was like a 50-minute session, and then I listened to like half of it yesterday, so I'm gonna finish the other half today. We're learning like about Abraham and like, you know, the patriarchs in the Bible. I'm gonna have that playing in my ear. Where should we start? I'm thinking we actually start with the toys. We start like in the entrance, and then we'll make our way to the dishes, because like, I don't know how exciting it's gonna be to talk about dishes. For some of this, I'll put you guys down. You guys can like just like watch me clean. But let me move this. This has been that bouncer that we've been using with Sean, and I do really like it, but it's like, you know, still like a bulky thing that's like always out. And then this is so funny. Riley's been doing this thing like where she watches YouTube videos of people drawing stuff, and then she like pauses the video, will draw stuff, then she like keeps going, then she'll pause it so she can get it right. And today they were teaching her how to draw like an orange and an apple, and then she brought it over here to the floor because clearly there's no more space on the table. So I'm gonna do her a favor tonight and just put it away for her. I made it a point to be very clear with them tonight, and I told them like the only reason you guys are not here helping me clean is because Mama was gonna film a video of this cleaning, because we used to be very lax about the kids helping clean up, especially like, you know, obviously their stuff. I don't expect them to scrub dishes or anything like that at this point, even though they've been helping us with like putting their plates in the dishwasher. We've gotten to the point where they'll just put them in the dishwasher, which even that is a huge help. But their stuff, they know that they need to put it away. And then I get like the complaining, and then it's like, well, I didn't make this mess. You made the mess, so you need to clean it up. So I obviously don't want to get them used to just doing it for them. By the way, so far, all of our toy storage, which I've shared a toy storage video not too long ago, so far it's been working really well. This giant bin over here is all for magnet tiles, and it makes like cleaning up the magnet tiles so easy because all of their magnet tile stuff fits in here, like all their little magnet people, all of the road tiles that we have, all the magnet tile cars and stuff. We just throw them in here. Then it makes it really easy for the kids to be able to clean this up on their own. This right here, Riley said that she was making a cage because Jackson was gonna get a bug outside and this was gonna be the bug's home. Clearly that did not happen. I was like, absolutely not. But they do this a lot. Like they make cages and then they put like their pretend animals inside. But are your kids like this too? Like sometimes if they build stuff like that, especially Jackson, he'll be like, don't put that away, don't put it away. Like when I'm telling him to clean up, he'll be like, just don't put that one away. Like I'll clean up all the other ones, leave that one intact, the one that he worked on like all day long. And then I feel bad because I'm like taking it down, but like I can't keep these things like out in my house. Like same when he does Legos or like even his train set, he's probably gonna be mad that I put it away. But I try to reinforce like it's gonna be okay. We'll make it again tomorrow. But you know, they become very attached to their creations, which I think is like a cute thing. Like it's good for him to be proud of, you know, the things that he made. But okay, I think that is the extent of the magnet tiles for today. Sean has been obsessed with this new toy that my aunt got him. This thing, have you guys seen this before? It comes with like some like little sea animals. I actually don't know where all of them are, but he loves it. And it lights up obviously, but I don't always have it on. I think that there's more than these three. I think there's an orange fish. If I find the orange fish somewhere, then that would be great. And then his other favorite thing to do is this basket here. I've put like the Love Every block set that we have. I put like all the blocks in here just so that it's easy for him to reach for. Then he'll spend a good like 15 minutes like doing tummy time, just trying to get the stuff that's in the basket. It's so cute, like reaching at the end and like grabbing the sticks and putting them in his mouth. Then they end up all over the place. There is a random knife under here. It really won't cut, but there's like a random knife under the play set. I love that. And the kids have been loving to like show him these like little puppets, which are from Melissa and Doug, and there's like a couple different farm animals. So these are always out. The entire bin over here is all the train set stuff. I can build this again tomorrow. Okay, so there's a few still like random toys that I need to clean up. I need to do another toy rotation because some of these like just there's not enough space for the stuff that's out. But this bin is a camping bin, and I think that I'm gonna take this back into the garage because the kids were playing camping yesterday. Just trying to make sure there's no more camping things out. I don't think that this needs to be out. This is their camping tent, so we can go put it in the garage. Put that right in there, and then over here is where we still have all of the little bins for the toys, and the camping one goes right there. So it's got a place. I seriously don't know what to do with all of these cars. We were at my mom's house the other day and my aunt came over with my grandma and they hadn't seen them for Christmas. So they got like belated Christmas gifts, and this is one of the ones that he got, these little cars. We try to wipe this mat down really fast with a wipey. Sean has been drooling so much, so sometimes I like to just take the wipey and clean it really fast. Okay, so look, this is the kind of stuff that kills me about Riley. Like, I love her dearly. She thought it was going to be so sweet to give her co-op friends some Valentine's Day, like belated Valentine's Day cards, because we have co-op tomorrow. She made them all cards like this, where she drew a little person, and then I love you, and then she drew herself. So she's like doing art projects all day long, right? And she's doing stickers and all the things. And then they're always all over the place. Like, there was the drawing on the floor. Then there's this over here. Then there's more stuff on the table. Like, it's always art projects. Any spot of my house that is available. That's what she does. We have this little activity sticker book too that I guess she was using. This was a random stick from today's nature walk. So all of this is garbage inside of here too. Okay, so this area of the house looking much better. There's still stuff that if I have time, I'll try to tackle. This is my little collection here of books that I'm reading for Lent. So of course I've got my iPad in the corner here, but this is like my little basically bookshelf of stuff. Got the monitor so I can listen out for Sean. And then this is also where I paint my nails. Like last night I was trying to redo my nails, and then there's like a random bracelet of Riley's. We'll put that on the stairs for her to take tomorrow. The stairs becomes like where we put everything that needs to go upstairs, but then it just becomes like a collection. You guys know if you watch the vlogs, like this entire part of the stairs ends up being a collection of things. However, I will say that as of like the last couple weeks, I've been making it a point again to tell the kids, like a lot of this is just about me, myself, having the discipline to like discipline my children to enforce the things that I want to see them do. And so a lot of times I get lazy, right? A lot of times like there's clothes and there's socks and stuff all on the stairs, and I just want to get them to bed. So I'm like, forget it, I'll take care of it later. But I've been making it a point to tell them, like, we're not going to bed unless you have collected your stuff. So now on the way up for bath time, they make it a point to get all of their stuff and they put it in the hamper, because they know that if they make it to their bed and there's still clothes there, I'm gonna make them come back downstairs to get it. And they do not want to have to like come back down, because like they're also like kind of scared of like going down to the stairs, like once it's nighttime, all of that. So we've kind of trained them at this point, like you get your stuff before you go to bed. Otherwise you're gonna have to make another trip anyway. So that's been working pretty well. I'm trying to figure out where to go next. This does not belong here. And actually, I don't really know why I still have this. Like I have this kitchen helper, but then sometimes we need like an extra stool, but then I never like know what to do with it. It's like always in the way, but the kids always want to help in the kitchen and we need like multiple stools. This thing, I'm so mad about. My aunt, again, I love her to death, but she gave this to Jackson for his birthday or for Christmas, whatever. I was like, do you hate me? Like, what did I do to you? Why do I have to have this in my house now? Jackson honestly loves it, so I'm, you know, whatever. I'll deal with it and I'll put it away as needed. But yes, this is like not the vibe here in this house. So let's just like put it over here behind the couch. That way I don't have to like always look at it. Just collect all the Barbies, all these Barbies, Barbie clothes. Riley loves to dress up her Barbies and stuff. And it's been really nice. Oh look, here's that orange fish that goes with Sean's toy. The thing is that I tell her that she can't play with the Barbies anywhere else other than this table, because you guys know, like with Barbies, like there's all the little like the little accessories and the shoes, and I'm scared that, you know, like those are major choking hazards for Sean. But the rule was that we take it up. Like this isn't gonna just like sit here indefinitely, so that's gonna have to be something that we kind of have her put back up in her room, because in her room, if you guys happen to be new here, in her room is where she has her Barbie dream house. So that is where baby girl plays with her Barbies. One of the biggest hits that Riley got for Christmas was like all of the Barbie accessories. Like back in the day when we used to play Barbies, or I don't know, maybe I just didn't know about it, but like back in the day when I was obsessed with Barbies, my big thing was obviously getting them naked, right? That's obviously like what every kid did with their Barbies, right? Like strip them naked and then like change out their clothes. Oh, we're going to a ball, let's put on the fancy dress, whatever. But you only had the clothes that would come with like the different Barbies, right? Or did my mom just like totally jip me? But like now you can buy packs on Amazon of like the Barbie doll clothes, and it's so cute. Like this is just clothes. Like there was no Barbie included. It was just like a pack of clothes, like wardrobe for Barbie, like all these pretty dresses. And like she has the time of her life dressing up these Barbies. They have way cuter clothes than I do. Like look at this dress. Like where's this Barbie going? Like what is she doing with her life? Like cute stuff like that. And so it just makes me happy that she likes to play with Barbies, because I used to love playing with Barbies. That was like totally my thing. All right, I'm gonna put this on the stairs for her to take. Okay, so next is not gonna be anything super exciting. I'm just gonna clear off this table and like get rid of all the stuff that is here, because half of this doesn't belong here or just belongs like in the homeschool cabinet, which I continue to tell you guys I need to organize, because I clearly do. Look at this. If Jackson opens this up, this is gonna smack him on the head because everything's gonna fall. So I need to take some time to really just organize this entire thing, but I can't do it right now because I am tired. little better here. I was gonna show you what I left out on the table, just in case you guys are curious. So this was a little activity that I've been doing with Jackson. It's just one of these random bins with rolled oats. It's like a little sensory activity. I don't know if I shared this on my channel yet, but basically what we've been doing all week is like we hide the letters, and then he has to like find a letter. What letter is it? X. And then he has to like find the X on a little sheet of paper that had like all the letters. I don't know if I still have it here. Do I have it here? Yeah, so here. So like he'd have to find, this was like when he was working on lowercase letters. He would like find capital R, and then he'd have to find lowercase r and then color it. So there were like a couple other little activity sheets that he had been doing. But if we have time tomorrow, I want him to continue to work on that, since like it's already assembled. It's just like extra letter practice for him. The rest of this is like, I have to ask Riley tomorrow in the morning, like what she wants to do with this. She wants to take some Valentines, like I said, to co-op tomorrow to give out to her friends. She made like all these little Valentines and put stickers on them. So I don't know what she's gonna do with them. She's probably gonna put them in her book bag. And then she like ripped apart all of these. Like I think they were supposed to, like she was not supposed to rip them like this. But if I don't consult with her, like what to do with these, and then she's looking for them in the morning, she's gonna have a fit. So I'm gonna leave them there. The other thing I'm trying to leave out on the table for the kids is their little, like the kids Bible that we read out of. We've been trying to read more of the stories. So I find that if it's like out on the table, I'm more likely to read it. And then Joe bought this book. It's like just different prayers and blessings for, like it says, Catholic household blessings and prayers. I don't really use this at the moment. I haven't really gone through this, or like I don't reach for it as often as I should. I think Joe just wants to have it out, so I don't know. I have to ask him what to do with it. And then let's see, what else did we have? We had like a little I Spy, colored by letters, just like all these different things that I have out to work on with the kids. Like all a mess. This is like Lenten stuff that we're gonna be doing. So I'll share that with you guys in like another vlog soon. And then I have like my planner down here that I'm trying to use more. So all this stuff, I don't mind if it's like in one corner of this table, because now like you can actually like eat here, which is what we need the table for. Let's clean up their little table. Look, they were decorating those donuts, and there's sprinkles on the floor. So let's get all of this stuff. Random tape. Oh, probably from the Valentines. If you guys are cleaning, are you making any progress? I hope you're making some progress. Just tidying up, right? Like just putting a few things in their place. Just mentally, it's been making such a difference for me to try to, like, as the day goes on, clean a little bit. Like, what can I clean in this moment? What can I wash? What can I put away? It's been really helping. Just today, obviously, clearly I did not do that. But like I've been telling you guys, I've been trying to stay off my phone more. I've been trying to just, I don't know, just put my time to better use, and I'm finding that to be extremely good for me, good for the household, to cut down on some of that just like endless scrolling. I feel far more productive. I feel like I'm making more of a difference in my home. I'm enjoying my kids more. I'm being able to just like slow down and play with them, right? Like normally my hand has like, it's so sad, right? Like normally your hand has a device in it and you're like looking at the device. But today we just had like the nicest day, just like on that mat over there, like playing with Sean's toys and building towers and having the kids like knock them over. It's been like really nice. One more doll. Oh, and a chase down here. So what I'm trying to do is just tidy, right? Like there's still stuff I have to clean, right? There's still sprinkles on the floor. This table is not clean. So I need to still do that part, but I like to just get everything obviously put away. Otherwise you have no surfaces to even clean. Officially come over here to the kitchen and start working in here. You guys, I have had this like baby bouncer up here on the counter for the longest time, and this is where I've been feeding Sean. I have a high chair in the garage that I really need to try to grab and assemble and put together and put that over by the table, because that's really where I should be feeding my child now that he's 6 months old and starting to eat. So I think I'm gonna finally just like move this to the floor and kind of force myself to like go and get the high chair, because I'm just like lazy. I see this and I'm like, oh perfect, I can put him here to eat, but this is not where I would like to have him all the time. And it's actually gonna be nice because I'm gonna free up all this counter space like once this thing is not here on the counter. More random things, never ending. Another little kitty from Riley's Barbie stuff, or a random Play-Doh. I think she got Play-Doh for Valentine's Day. I did get this, like my grandma gave me this really pretty ornament of the Holy Family for Christmas. Okay, so I actually went to the garage and I found the part of the high chair. This high chair, first of all, is disgustingly dirty. I need to clean it very badly. Like maybe if I have time I can clean it now. But it's the high chair. I think I did like a full review on it like back in the day when I was like in that space with Jackson. But it obviously does have legs. It's just like all the parts and the pieces are in the garage. So when Joe gets home, I'm gonna have him look for everything. If I can't find them, then at the very least he has like an upright place where he can sit and eat here. But I need to take this all apart. It's gonna be so embarrassing just to see how gross this is. Super dirty, super dirty, super dirty in all the places. So we're gonna have fun cleaning that. And then look how pretty my flowers are. These were Joe's Valentine's Day flowers to me. My friend is the one that has that floral shop, and she put together this really pretty arrangement for me. So I've been trying to just like display them here on the counter. So maybe I'll put them like in the corner over here so that I can clean the rest of the counter. And this I need to leave out because this is where I'm gonna put our food for co-op tomorrow. Whenever we go to co-op, we take like little snacks and lunch and stuff and the kids' water bottles. So I'm gonna leave these on the counter here for that. So now that I have a counter back, it's still dirty, we'll clean that in a second. But first, let's tackle dishes. I think that's the next place to go. We'll put away all these donuts, which by the way, if you've never tried making cake donuts, they're actually very easy. Like this is what they look like before they're frosted. You just have to have like these little donut molds that look like this. And then basically what you do is like you fill up a like a piping bag or a Ziploc, and you just put like the batter like around the circle, and then it bakes them like into little donuts. So anyway, this is where I'm gonna play some music for you guys because it's gonna take me a very long time to get through all of this. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Okay, so really quick, two things. Why is there this tiny turkey here on my windowsill? This was like one of Riley's, oh, I think she put it with her Barbie stuff. This was like one of those little mini universe things. Yeah, I don't need to look at that, so that's going in the Barbie bin. And then I was also just washing some of Sean's teethers. I should probably wash a couple more that are in my diaper bag, but this had fallen on the floor. So I just take soap and water and just wash it, stuff like this. I really like the silicone-y kind of like material teethers because that's all you have to do. Sometimes I'll throw them in the dishwasher and they're fine, but easy to clean. If you do not have a pancake griddle, you need to go get one. This thing, of all the contraptions that I have purchased, this is one of those things that has like changed my life, has changed how I cook, changed how I'm able to like meal prep a whole bunch of pancakes. Just so much nicer to be able to cook a crap ton of pancakes all at once and not have to be waiting on the stove in the little pan, like making 2 pancakes at a time. So I'll usually like set this up, and that's what I did the other day when I made like a whole batch of red velvet pancakes for Valentine's Day. But I set this up, I'll make a huge thing of pancake batter, and then I'll just spend maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes in the kitchen making a bunch of pancakes. And then what I do is like I'll freeze them and then keep them in the freezer and then thaw them out when the kids want them. So highly recommend one of these. All right, things are looking good. I have this bottle of olive oil out because I need to go get some restock from the garage. So let me do that. And then we can start wiping everything down. This is probably so dumb. There's like nothing fancy about this, but I have this bottle of olive oil. I have an even bigger one in the garage that I'm gonna use to refill this one. I don't have like a fancy bottle for olive oil, even though I'm sure that I should buy one. But I have a perfect little corner where my olive oil fits. And so I'm going to just like refill it with this one, and the rest I'll keep in the garage. The amount of precision that this takes is making me extremely nervous. Who was it that I was watching today? I think I was watching This Mama's House. Do you guys watch her? Tabitha. And she shared like a Costco haul. And she was saying that the price of olive oil has gone up through the roof. Like, is that a thing? It's been a while since I bought, but I need to go and buy now because I'm gonna be pretty much out. But that's something that I use all the time when I'm cooking. And so if it's gonna be really expensive, then I'm not gonna be very happy. So that's one less thing I have to worry about tomorrow. I was cleaning the floors 2 days ago, and I thought that I was gonna get around to doing like another batch of cleaning like the stairs. I never got around to it. So I'm gonna put this right over here with my mop so that tomorrow, that's like the one like house chore. If I do nothing else, I'll be happy. Okay, so let's wipe everything down, clean these counters because they're super dirty. And yes, right now I'm gonna use paper towels. So if you have a problem with that, I'm very sorry. But paper towels today because I don't feel like going upstairs to get more dish towels or more other towels. So we're not over here doing like a deep clean like I did the other day of the kitchen. That I'll do, I don't know, I honestly haven't done it since I filmed that video, but I need to do it like every couple of weeks. Do like a full stove clean and all of that. This is just what a typical nighttime, like closing shift kind of situation looks like. I will go to sleep with a mess in like the toy department. I will go to sleep for sure without like doing laundry. Like there's always usually a chair in my room full of laundry that I refuse to fold once I'm in bed. But the one thing that I will not do is go to bed when there are dishes in the sink and there's dishes out. Like I cannot mentally come downstairs in the morning to dishes in the sink and like just a dirty kitchen. I need a clean kitchen. So that's the one thing that you'll catch me doing late at night. And especially like this in the quiet, there's no one like really bothering me. There's no one asking me for anything. I just do it in peace and quiet or like listen to a podcast. This is how I like it. A million times nicer. It smells so good in here. So we've got a nice clean kitchen. I also wiped down the table over here, just threw all the crumbs on the floor because we do have we have this like robot thing that we've had for a million years. So that runs every night. This is the kids pretend what like dentist things, I don't know, something from their doctor kit. So we have that runs every night. But before I go up, I'll run like the regular stick vacuum because like that robot is fine, but doesn't do like the best job. Like I still need to go in and get like some of the areas that I can't get. So I'll still come in here and like vacuum the floor. But then I cleaned off their table. Their table was absolutely disgusting because they had decorated donuts there. Like there was like random pieces of tape. So a lot of times I forget, like honestly, I forget to like clean this little table, but today I definitely did. Since we have time and Joe has not texted me yet that he's on his way home, let's see if we can clean this a little bit. This thing has been sitting in the garage, has been through a move. And honestly, I want to get, like if I have the money, I would like to get a new one because this, I don't want to have to be cleaning this all the time. Like the inside pieces, like I just want like one of those super easy to clean high chairs. I think what's the easiest one? Like that IKEA, like that white one that I've seen. Or I think, was it Mockingbird that just came out with one that seems like really easy to clean too? I think somebody shared it. But yeah, this is like all gross. It's like all crusted foods from Jackson. But I mean, it will come out. So for the time being, this is what he can use. And I think at least for the time being, it'll be better than having him kind of like in that reclined position in that bouncer. This inside seat is like really easy to clean, but you have to like remember to clean it. So this whole thing, oh. Do I show you? Do I not show you? This is gonna be embarrassing. This is really bad. I just pulled out the pieces of the chair there. There are food particles in there that really should never be shown to anybody on camera, but I'll probably show you. You ready? Again, remember, be nice to me. This was already like, oh, this is gross, but this all unclips from these little circles. And look at in there. Look at that. Like, I'm sure there is all sorts of mystery items in there. Do you see that? That's not good. We're gonna totally clean this. What about the top part? Does this come undone too? I bet it does. Yeah, look, there's a clasp here. Wow, okay. It's gonna be hard for me to do this all with one hand, but there's little buttons. So like all of this I can throw in the wash, I'm sure. If my mom is watching this, she's dying. She's going, en la basura, just throw it away. Which I'm sure some of you guys would agree. But I am gonna try to salvage this, and I'm gonna try to, in the meantime, wash this. Here's a little before. Let's clean this thing and get it looking better. Look, I ended up just like hand scrubbing all of the pieces here in the sink, and I think we are in business. Like, I've just got to finish this one, and I'm gonna let them dry. But like, this one was super dirty, and I just went in with like the Scrub Daddy and some of the Dawn Power Wash and got all of that nasty like stuff off of it. And then this thing, look at the after of this. Like, there are no longer a bunch of food particles in there. So like, I just had to clean it just section by section. Still not the easiest thing to clean in the world. I should have done that way more often. And I still need to finish this seat, just kind of give it another wash, but then I'll leave everything out to dry, and then I think it'll be able to be used. But that was like super satisfying. Like, embarrassing that I got that bad, but very satisfying to have it like nice and clean now. A nice little vacuum. I found a random stick on the floor. Also love that. I used to not be as crazy like about, hold on, I need a hand. I used to be like not as worried about like little crumbs and stuff on the floor, but now that Sean is freaking crawling, like he will get into stuff. And if there's like a crumb, like if the kids were eating on the couch even though I told them not to or whatever, and there's stuff on that rug where he plays or on his play mat, like, and he gets it, then that's a problem. So I think it's a good practice at night before like shutting down for the night to go and make sure that there's not anything like laying around like that. But anyway, there's still a bunch of stuff here at the entrance that I wish I could have gotten to, but I think that for like an hour and a half worth of work at the end of the night, I think I did pretty good. So just to let you know what the house looks like now before going to bed, this is it. I wish I could have, again, put away more of the toys, but I'm gonna like just go and relax for a second. Joe's about to get home and we're gonna have some decaf coffee and just actually talk, because we haven't talked like the entire day. But this, I am sure you would agree, is like a million times better. Now I can like breathe. I can like sigh and just end the day on a good note. Look, it is 9:30. I put Sean to bed like at 7:30, so he's been sleeping for 2 hours, which is great. There was a time when he wouldn't even sleep for 2 hours straight. There was a time where I wouldn't even get like to be able to put him down like on his own in the crib. So now that he's doing longer stretches, especially like at this point in the night, his longest stretches are like first thing after I put him down. But it's been nice because I can use that time to clean or to do a project or to work or to, you know, like edit videos is usually like, that's when I do that. Or Joe and I can watch a show, or we can like have our little wind down routine that we have. So this has been nice. And the fact that I was able to wash that high chair just mentally did wonders for me. Because I legit almost told Joe the other day, like, oh, grab it out of the garage and we'll feed Sean. And like, imagine if I would have pulled that out thinking that in that moment I was gonna feed Sean in that chair. I would have been very disappointed because no way, that thing was filthy. So now I think it's in a much better place. I just need to find the legs and the other pieces to it. So yeah, thanks for keeping me company, and thanks for giving me a good reason to turn on the camera and to get this done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought, if you want me to do more of these. I hope you were able to get something done too. And that's it. I love you guys. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.